Why most agents fail, and it's really not what you're thinking. I want you to think about it for just a second. Have you ever worked with someone who said, I'll get back to you, and then they actually didn't get back to you? Or maybe you were the one who had to follow up again and again and again just to get a simple answer. So here's the truth. This is one of the biggest reasons agents lose business. And most of them don't even realize they're doing it. Today, we are talking about something no one is calling out in real estate, the integrity gap, and how it is actually quietly costing you clients, referrals, and long-term income. This is going to really get you thinking. But first, just pause 2 seconds, hit subscribe. It will take you 2 seconds out of your day. It's going to be good stuff. Hit subscribe. Awesome. Let's dive in. I have interviewed a lot of real estate agents over the years, especially before launching my coaching program. And one of the biggest frustrations I hear over and over and over other agents, lack of follow through, lack of communication, lack of professionalism. And what's interesting is the same thing that's frustrating them is often the exact same thing showing up in their own business. This is a fact because integrity isn't something we just say we have. It's something people experience through action. And here's the truth. We don't wake up and say, hey, let's not have integrity today, right? Oftentimes it's the systems and the habits we have in our life that create this lack of integrity that shows up in our life. Integrity sets the tone for everything. Whether you realize it or not, you are always setting the tone. Your clients, your partners, your kids, even other real estate agents. They are watching how you operate. Let me ask you something. Have you ever told a friend or a spouse or a kid that you were going to start eating good, not eat ice cream anymore, and you were going to get fit, and you actually didn't do it? That's lack of integrity. It's not doing what we say we're going to do. So it shows up in our life, right? If you are a team lead, our team is watching us and you are showing them what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. Do you follow through? Do you actually do what you say you're going to do? Are you somebody that has integrity? I think this is a really hard conversation. Do you communicate clearly? Do you do what you say you're going to do? Because if you do, people start trusting you before they even need to. And that's where long-term business is built. Not transactions, relationships. Integrity becomes your brand. You need a strong reputation. There is not a real estate agent out there that has a very heavy referral-based business that does not have integrity. Because people talk. Especially if you're building a referral-based business, which is what I teach, your name is being mentioned in rooms that you're not in. And the question is, what are they actually saying about you? She always follows through. He's easy to work with. I trust her completely. Her team is incredible. Or good luck getting a response. We had to chase them down. They don't do what they say they're going to do. Your integrity becomes your brand, whether you're intentional about it or not. If you say you're going to do updates every Tuesdays and Fridays by end of day, do they get an update every Tuesday and Friday by end of day, no matter what? Integrity prevents bigger problems. So here's what most agents don't understand. Integrity is preventative. It's not just about being a good person, right? It's about avoiding problems before they actually happen. A quick update, an honest, I don't really know yet. Looping people in early. These small actions prevent miscommunication, stress, lost deals, and even lawsuits. Most problems in real estate do not come from big mistakes. Most. They come from lack of communication. We all know this. If you've been in the business long enough, you know that majority of the issues come from lack of communication. Or there's an integrity issue. People just don't do what they say they're going to do. It's interesting. I sit on the professional standards committee at the board of realtors. So I'm the chair when agents or the public have an issue with a realtor. And to see if they get a complaint against them, of course, and for violating a code of ethic. And we sit on the board and determine if they actually violated the code of ethics. And this is what we usually see. One, of course, there's been an ethics issue. I'm going to tell you, majority of the time, that is not the case. Majority of the time, more often than not, it is lack of communication and or an integrity issue, which majority of the time means you just don't do what they say they're going to do. And then that leads to a lot of mistrust and bigger issues, because then they start questioning everything you're doing because we didn't do one little thing we said we were going to do, right? It's just an integrity or lack of communication or miscommunication, of course. It's not the big moments, it's the small ones. This is where it really matters. It's not the big ethical decisions. Hopefully that's not an issue here. Those are rare. It is the tiny daily moments, the things that seem small, but are actually everything. I can't tell you how much training my team has on this. I teach my team all the time. For example, just let me give you an example. Like if you have a typo in the email that you send to our client, what is the first thing that happens with that client? They lose trust. There's a credibility. Gosh, this person's not even paying attention. Should I trust them? And so then what happens, right? They start reaching out to me directly. That's my first sign that there's a trust issue. There's been mistakes made. If you have a team and your clients are going around you, around your team or your TC or your client manager, there's one of two issues. 99% of the time, it's going to fall into one of two issues. One, the expectations did not get set from day one from you as well as your, I call my client managers or client manager. Or there's lack of trust from your team. There's things that have happened, lack of follow through, lack of integrity, typos, mistakes. So they lose trust. And so they're going to go around them and they're going to come to you. So again, one, we did not set clear expectations from day one about how the process works, how your business works. And then your client manager did not back those up and reiterate those. Or two, there is a lack of trust. Those are the two things that's going to fall over. If people are going around your team to get to you, there is a solution to that. There's no reason they should be going around your team to get to you. If I have an agent reach out to me about keys, I know 100% of the time my team did not set clear communication. I tell my team all the time, if other agents reach out to me about these closings or keys or anything, or my clients reach out to me about possession, anything like that, what does that say? It says they're not doing their job. They're not setting clear expectations, which all of our forms, all of our training, everything teaches them. So obviously I don't have that issue anymore. But in the beginning, I did have that issue. So just keep in mind, if people are reaching out to you with questions, usually we as agents are not doing our job, or our team did not do their job about setting what's the next steps. Okay, next you're going to, if we do updates for our listings every Tuesday and every Friday, we are calling them, we are letting them know. In our updates on Fridays, it says your next update will be end of day on Tuesday. Everyone knows what the next steps are, so nobody is ever wondering, well, what happens next? Wonder what's going on. That means that we're not communicating clearly. So we've all heard the, I'll get back to you, right? This one right here is one of the biggest trust killers. You say you'll follow up and then you don't. And when I say you, I mean me too. I just mean agents as a whole, or business owners, or people, or humans, anyone, really. You say you'll follow up and then we don't. And maybe you didn't mean to, maybe you got busy, but from the client's perspective, they are starting to question you or your team. And trust doesn't break loudly. It erodes quietly. You are either building trust or you're breaking it. Let me repeat that. 100% of the time, you are building trust or you are breaking it. There is no in between. You're doing one or the other. Same with your team. They are either consistently building trust or they are breaking the trust. Again, there's no in between on that. And of course, we all know, like, no updates equals anxiety, uncertainty. It makes their mind wander. What if? If they have updates, even if it's an update that we don't have anything, they're at least going to feel at peace. If you are waiting on something, the lender, the contractor answers, and you say nothing, that silence, it just creates anxiety. Instead, send an email or leave a voicemail. Hey, I just want to let you know I didn't forget about you. I don't have an update yet, but I will keep you posted as soon as I do. Of course, our team is trained this way as well. Take that 30 seconds, but it takes 30 seconds. but it builds massive trust. And then, of course, we need to have something that triggers us to follow up again. If someone's not getting back to us and we need to get back to our client, we have to have a follow-up so that there's no way we don't get back to our client. Our client should never call us and be like, hey, did you ever hear back on this? Whew, that means we're doing something wrong for sure. So have a follow-up system in your calendar so there is no way that you will forget to get back to them. Shoot yourself an email, whatever that looks like for you. Next is only communicating with your side. Integrity isn't just about your client. And that, I'm not telling you to reach out to their clients. Obviously, we know we can't do that. It's about the entire transaction as a whole. If you say you will pass something along, make sure we do it, right? If something changes, update everybody involved. Their TCs. If you're working with another agent and they have a team involved, you guys, my team is so good. They are so good. And it is fascinating in the beginning. It gets squashed pretty quick. How agents try to go around people's TCs or their client managers. And just because somebody runs their business like an actual business, we should respect that and treat them with a ton of respect. My client manager, I should say, I have two of them that are really, really incredible and do an amazing job, even sometimes a way better job than me. So just know that update everybody, because transparency creates calm and calm creates confidence. Oftentimes, guys, keep in mind, agents are running around like crazy, and agents will sometimes just go to the agent versus like, why would you not update the person and CC the agent, the person that's sitting in front of a computer from 9 to 5 all the time? Like, that just makes sense. Then they'll update their client. Everyone knows way faster than if you update the agent. So again, not knowing the answer. Obviously, we don't want to guess. Just say, I'm not sure, but I can definitely find out. People respect honesty way more than half answers. Emotional. This is next, like emotional integrity. This is like the next level, not just doing your job, but actually being present. Is your client overwhelmed? Slow down, offer a break, grab a coffee. That's the kind of experience people are actually really going to remember. And this also has to do with, I always say this, like if you go to, let's say, a hospital or a doctor's office, and we've all heard they're just numb to it, right? It's something that's really important to you, and and some are amazing, right? Some are really incredible, but there are people that are numb to it. We don't want to be numb to what we do. And it's easy to become that way because we're so busy. We're trying to fit so much in. And a lot of people aren't running it like a business. They're not leveraging, they don't have systems, but either way, we want to make people feel a certain way, right? And that kind of experience, people remember and refer. Remember, it's how we make people feel, and they will remember how you made them feel. And this results in receiving or not receiving repeat business and referrals, which is what it's all about. It's how you make them feel at the end. And if you don't think that's the case, I'm here to tell you you're wrong. So here's the truth. Integrity also without systems, it's just going to fail. As soon as you get really, really busy, we're just human, right? We'll forget. I'll forget. If I do not have a system for everything, it's gone. I'm going to drop the ball for sure. We forget. So instead of relying on memory, build systems for everything. Write everything down immediately. Email yourself reminders. This is what I do personally. Obviously, I have a system for everything. At the same time, if I'm out and about and a client asks me something, I'm going to email myself if I need to, if I don't have something to write that down. So don't open text unless you can respond right away. So I never look at a text like if I'm in the middle of an appointment or somewhere where I can't actually sit and respond. I just don't look at the text until I can actually respond. Set calendar reminders for everything. Update people before they ask. Confirm next steps at the end of every conversation. So we have little laminated next steps on our office phones that basically at the end of every conversation, my team is, so the next steps are. So we are always future pacing our agent. We're future pacing everybody involved in the transaction so that they never are wondering what's next. So don't just meet deadlines. Obviously, we always beat them. There's so many things we can do in order to do this. So this is basically how we become known as the agent who just has it together, right? They just know you have it together. So let me ask you this. Have you ever worked with an agent who had zero follow through? Or if you're being honest, is this something you know you need to tighten up in your own business? Drop in the comments, yes, whether you've known an agent or you might be that agent. We can all change, right? Hit yes in the comments. Of course, if you haven't hit subscribe, just click it real quick. I'm going to give you lots of good stuff. So here's the bottom line. Integrity is not about being perfect, but it is about being consistent, communicating clearly, and doing what we say we're going to do 100% of the time. This goes for in front of our team so they know what is expected, right? Because people don't decide to trust you in one big moment. They don't. They decide in small moments over and over and over. And if they trust you, they will work with you again and again. And these are the people that tells everybody about you. You will get more referrals than you can actually even handle if you start running your business this way and treating people this way, and people start to know that's just who you are as an individual. Those are the people that people want to work with. They want everyone to know about you. They're going to refer you to everyone that they know, and you will build a business that actually lasts. If you are an agent that is really looking to scale their referral-based business and get to that next level, click the link below, book a call with my team today, and here's the next video.